Line speakers and line coaches.
Okay. So the speakers, what they really
Yeah.
want in life is to make a difference, to have
Yes.
purpose. And
Yes.
they feel, without your community, they're alone in that purpose.
Yes.
It's hard. It's hard to build a totally like an audience from scratch. But they come into your
Yes.
community and they can use their brilliance, their genius to
Yes.
do their life purpose and to have that
Yes.
impact. So that is really what you've created. So when you're talking to them and enrolling them in that vision, it's you treat it like it's their vision. Even though it's,
Hmm.
community that you built, this is for them. It's their community to shine and to impact the world.
Hmm.
So it's a
Hmm.
vehicle for them, and it's a way for them to become great. And
Hmm.
so it's like it's a way for them to be heroes because that's what they want. They want to be a hero, and
Hmm.
all humanity wants that in some way. We all want to have great purpose and make a difference.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
um, the people who you want to join the community, they feel very alone. That's why it appeals to them when you say there's a positive community. It's because the biggest pain that we have as humans is that we feel alone, that nobody sees us, nobody hears us, nobody recognizes who we really are. Everybody who we grew up with distorts us in some way.
Hmm.
And so people are coming to you with a certain pain that they haven't been seen really ever, and they're dying for someone to just see them. And that's what your coaches do. Your coaches, the lion coaches, see them, they hear them, and they don't distort them because they're not their parents, or they're not family. So it's empowering for everybody. So you can actually talk about this as being the answer to everybody's issue. And the issue for all of them is that we're alone. We're alone and it's hard. And
Hmm.
together it's easy. And together there's a quickening pace that happens that you don't get when you're alone. When you're alone, time moves slow. You struggle. But when you're in the environment, it doesn't matter what your upbringing is or what your smarts are. When you're in an environment with people who are succeeding, you succeed. And so that's what you've
Hmm.
created. And so you talk about people's fear that they're going to, waste their lives not doing what they came to do. Talk
Hmm.
about the fact that they're alone in the universe and that this is a chance for all of us to come together and do great things. And miracles will happen in their lives so fast when they're part of a community where miracles are happening. And so that's the magic. So that's just, it's not even like you have to talk to different people about different stuff because it's the same issue, whether they're a coach
Hmm.
or a speaker or just somebody who's looking for, it's a little different, but within that, it's the same. It's under the same umbrella. So does that make sense?
Yeah. 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 It's more. They're a lot more similar than they are different. Like you're
Yeah.
saying that people that become they want to become a coach because they haven't felt seen in their past. They want to help others feel seen and understood,
Mhm.
and they're all dealing with a little bit of isolation, and so the person joining a community for the community is not much different than a person joining to become a coach.
That's right. That's right. Because the becoming a coach gives them purpose. And joining the community, they can find their purpose if they haven't found it, if they haven't discovered it.
Will you give me this recording?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to rewatch this. Just that's good. That's really good. That's really, really, yeah. It's something that being a part of the community, that's where they can like really find their purpose because they're around purpose-driven individuals.
That's right. That's right. And that's one of the pains that they deal with as well is feeling like a leaf blowing in the wind. Like, what's the point? Why am I here? Why do I struggle? All those
Mm.
questions that we have. And when you come into a community, really, it's to make other people's lives better, to make someone smile, and the purpose doesn't have to be epic for many of
Mm.
them. It can be just, I want to impact one person, or I want to feel good. I want my life to have meaning. I want to be surrounded by people who see me and get the support that I need. That's great. And then there are
Mm.
those people who will come in and find that and realize, I want to do this. I want to help others. I want to be a coach. That is my purpose. This is what I've been looking for. And then they get trained to be a line coach. And then they go out and, maybe then they're like, gosh, I see all these other coaches speaking. I wonder
Yeah.
if I could do that. And then you have your speaker training or whatever, whatever you decide, whatever groups within that group you decide to create.
Mhm.
And it's just, it's beautiful. It's really quite beautiful. So I'm excited. I love what you created.
Like a community of people that are, embracing living their purpose, and anyone that wants to find their purpose, you can definitely do it in this community, because you're constantly surrounded by that, whether that purpose is to be a speaker, whether it's to be a coach, whether it's to be an empowered firefighter, because everyone in there will be empowered.
Exactly.
And so and so wow, that's really what it is. It's like a beacon of energy that people can join to awaken their purpose within them.
Yes. Yes. And like you
Mm.
said, they can be an empowered firefighter. They can be someone who spreads joy in their secretarial office or something. Like if they
Mhm.
don't have to, be a carbon copy of you, which a lot of these groups, it's kind of like a snake that eats itself. It's like, here's a coach teaching everybody how to be a coach and be like them and do what they
Yeah.
do, and then teach their people how to do what they do. And it's like, it's boring as hell. But what you're
Hmm.
doing is like, everyone who comes in has a unique soul, is totally different. And so they
Yes.
can find what that unique thing is because the coaches are reflecting that brilliance back to them all the time
Yep.
of like, oh, here are your gifts. These are your talents, and then they wake up to that and they go, wow, yeah. Just like the journey that you had where you realized I'm spending all my time trying to hustle for clients, but really I'm, I want to create this community. This is where my heart is. And then the universe
Hmm.
aligns around that. So you are going to show
Yeah.
people how to wake up to that so that the universe can align around their life and what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is.
So
That is.
it's like
And
it's like a
interesting.
soul family. Like
Yeah.
join our soul family and
Yep.
find your purpose, find your gifts. And
Yep.
not because you have to, not because other people need it, but because it's what you came here to be, what you came here to
That's
do.
that's it. That's it exactly. That's so perfect, because you know the ultimate vision of what I'm up to. Have you heard of Conversations with God?
Yeah, I love that.
Yep, complete Conversations with God. I've read the entire series 17 times, and I committed to doing it every year for the rest of my life, every single year. Even Neil Donald Wash's name, Neil Donald Wash, in the middle of his name is ALALAL, my initials.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yep.
I love him.
Hmm.
I have that book, and I'm subscribed to his daily emails, and I get, every, today God wants you to know, and it's a little message, and I
Hmm.
love those.
Yep. Yep. That's it. That is what I'm up to. So like the ultimate vision of the Lion Team is to be a little experiment of what planet Earth can be. Um,
Mm.
and you know what's funny? Just today, I just I I just got off the I was Facebook chatting a guy, and you can see. Let me see. He showed me this. Okay, you may just see just a phone. Okay, He showed me that, and he lives in Africa. He reached out to me looking for money for his foundation, and I'm like, listen, man, I can either give you money or I can give you wealth consciousness. Which do you want? You know? And he's like, I'll take the consciousness. What does that look like? And then he's in Africa where they barely have anything. So I paid about $100 for a phone for him. And guess what audiobook he has on there now?
Oh, that is so
Right.
cool.
And he's like, how can I repay you? Thank you so much. I'm like, listen to this, share it with your village.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm excited because he's a
I'm
leader.
so inspired by that. What a
Mm-hmm,
great story. And
mm-hmm.
that's a story, obviously, I'm assuming you've told that story to more than just me, like you've told it in your network or you
Well, it just happened today, so not yet.
oh, all right. So Facebook post,
Yeah,
because that's the essence of of what you're helping other people achieve, which is that they
yeah,
get the wealth consciousness. They get like they come
yeah,
into your group, they get that. And
yes,
it just shows that like you're really available for them. That
yes,
you know, it really it puts you up above all the other like manifesting coaches out there who are going to teach you the law of attraction.
yeah,
And
man.
meanwhile, you know, it's like so, it's just so, it's so cool.